Hello YouTube, ZiggyNo back with Sports Cards Daily. Today is March 31st, end of the first quarter of 2021. Yep, that's right. The first quarter of the year is over. April Fool's Day is tomorrow. If you haven't already, please subscribe. A lot to cover. A little bit I talked about last night. If you haven't already, I did drop a live video last night. Went a little longer than I normally like to go, 52 minutes, but I hit on some pretty good topics, give some pretty good insight. Also yesterday, I dropped the game changer video here on the NFT investment Top Shot Michael Jordan. I'll talk about that as well. But check out those videos if you haven't already, and I'd love your comments and feedback. What's going on around the hobby? Well, the big news around the hobby has got to be the whole PSA thing, right? PSA suspend service and submissions. That's probably the biggest news that people are talking about in the hobby. Personally, not my biggest news. I think the bigger news to me is the Jordan investment in the Top Shot. But I also thought this interesting. Golden Auctions is now accepting crypto as payment, right? So they're taking crypto. I wonder what they're taking. I didn't read the whole article. I have to remember. I know they're taking Bitcoin. A couple other things there that I'll again check out. Sports Cards or Sports Collectors Daily. Here's a quick snapshot of those. Do a search on PSA suspend. It's just it's what everybody's talking about. It's the topic of, and it's funny how I'll say. Many people are pretty supportive of it. Oh, they needed to do this. This is fine. I also want to point out you can still for $300 they'll grade a card for $300. So I will tell you, to me, I got all these conspiracy things going in my mind. This means only the elite get to grade. If you're in, one of Nat's friends, you'll probably get your cards graded. There'll be shorter print. Potential. The print runs will look shorter because there won't be as many popped. In pop counts, but that's complete BS. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this, but it is what it is. I talked a little bit last night in my video about it, how it affects the way I'm going to be doing business. I think that's the most important thing to think about. I'm not thinking about how this is going to change the market as much as how does it affect Ziggy. For Ziggy, it means I'm going to open less product and hold it sealed longer. Because if I open it now, I would be tempted to sell it raw instead of submitting it to grade, right? So if I hold the sealed wax, I'll delay opening to later where I can have the decision if I want to submit for grading. Would I grade with other people right now? Probably not. I might dabble in a few just as experiments to test them to see if things are. I'm curious about HGA and stuff like that, but I have no interest. If it's still in my goal to make money, I'm not going with one of the other guys. I don't see that as being a longer term play. And maybe that's the wrong thing to say. It's not about money as much because I think you can make a lot of money in HGA because there's such a small number of them. And I will also say, I've said this last night, I expect in the next 3 months another HGA-like solution or service to come on the market. And they did it, and I don't mean this in a negative way, and they were more successful at HGA than I thought they could be for a small size, no splash name. If you got a name behind you, a little bit of money, some marketing, some cool, sexy slabs, whatever it might be, great time to interrupt this market. Next up. I love these videos that Topps has been putting out on their site. If you haven't already, please subscribe and check them out. But this is on Project 70 print runs. And let me just again applaud Topps for freaking print runs. Panini, I think, to say the word print run, you get fired there. You get sick or something. I don't know. Destroyer of the hobby. That's what Panini is. But again, love this. I thought this is cool. Again, I'm not doing 70-70. But look at this. Print runs aren't that high. 1,000, 2,000. I think this is pretty much what they were expecting last year with Project 2020. I have not been following the aftermarket prices of this as much. I suspect they're not crazy because if they were, we'd be hearing about it. So maybe I'm wrong. I should probably take a little more time and research this some more now that this product's been out a while. Also, check out Chris over at CRT Sports Cards. I know he's following Project 70 and just has great content in that regards. Prizm. Okay, so today is Prizm Day. I'm disappointed in Panini. I said this last night. Let me say it again. What I've learned from Dapper and NBA Top Shot is, and I've learned this from Topps as well in the Montgomery Club and the way they distributed Chrome Sapphire and Ben Baller, is that you can offer the collector the option to one box, charge them a lot in shipping, and do it at a much lower suggested retail price. Panini, you choose to rape us in pricing. This box is not worth $2,000. I want to remind you, last year, Zion, Ja, that whole rookie class wasn't selling for $2,000 when it was released. This is awful. This is awful. And this, again, is why Panini is Destroyer of the Hobby. I will point out, Destroyer of the Hobby Those reward packs I talked about yesterday that were, roughly $150, they're gone. They're gone. I suspect they're going to be stickers like this. See these right here? I think these are sticker autos. I could be wrong. You let me know when you get those packs. We'll see those on eBay, I'm sure, soon. So the big news that I thought yesterday that I do want to bring your attention to is right here, Michael Jordan. Because here's the reality, guys. First of all, let me just make a quick comment to everybody who compares every documentary to Michael Jordan. Let me point out, Michael Jordan was different. It was during a time where we had no sports. We were in sports blackout, and this was the only sport you had was watching Michael Jordan documentary. So it's a totally different thing. Also, this documentary was available, I think, nationwide on network TV, right? The Tiger Woods was on HBO. I don't know about the Magic Johnson, but totally different thing. But that being said, remember the impact of Michael Jordan. He is the GOAT, right? If you think about this, his marketing power is probably the biggest sports star in the world. I could be wrong. Maybe it's Ronaldo or Messi, but in advertising value, I think it's Michael Jordan still. He's basketball. He's known everywhere. He's even gotten better, in my opinion, in the last few years. So him investing in Top Shot means to me there will be NFT Michael Jordan moments. And as I said this earlier, and I'll say it again, you get to see him in Game 6s of winning championships because the real GOAT never took a team to Game 7, baby. Man, I love me some Michael Jordan. I mean, I am psyched. I want a Michael Jordan NFT moment. You know, a lot of other people do too. And I think maybe that's it. Maybe those historic moments, in my opinion, might actually have greater value. In fact, they will, right? They will have more value than these rookie moments because I'd love to see some moments of, Barkley, right? Or Shaquille O'Neal or Penny Hardaway. As somebody who looks at the hobby nostalgically, right? I open a pack of cards and think about what I was doing in the 90s when I was a kid, maybe. Same thing with what NFT moments can do for me, man. And if you can, here's the thing I think, if we can, what I want to see is a way that you can share these, like I can show them on my Facebook, show them on my phone, an API, a platform they can be exchangeable, right? Because as more sports come on, I just think this is super exciting. This right here, guys, mark this, is the biggest news in the hobby. Bigger than the PSA. They both came out on March 30th. This is bigger. Great video here. I will leave the link below, and I know it's getting a little long on, this is from Sports Illustrated, talking about NFTs. I think they do a great job explaining NFTs to you. Public history with immediate authentication. This is a huge thing. People don't understand this. I think Gary Vee's talked about this, the public, what's the word he said, the providence. This is like a skin. This is like the bragging right. And there's no BS about it, man. There's no mystery. There's no shadiness. There's no, oh, he has a card. How much did he pay for it? I don't know. How did he get it? You can see this public history. There's no counterfeits. There's no fakes. There's no frauds. Great, great article. And it's a video, so.
No problem dealing with authenticators, graders, or auctioneers. Over the past year, the amount of money exchanged for NFTs has skyrocketed. Cardinals outfielder Matt Caesar made $35.
So that's an NFT art. And that's another big thing, too, is that you have to understand that art's driving this. Okay? And I'll even admit, that's pretty cool. But I don't, do you just sit there and watch it? I mean, I think it's cool, though. It's kind of artistic. Okay. On the NFT moment, I'll say that right now the market cap is actually down, which I think is a good thing. And I think the market cap's going to continue going down. And don't take that the wrong way. Doesn't mean that NFTs aren't doing well. I just think we need to thin the herd a little bit. I think these pre-order packs help thin the herd. It'll be interesting to see how many new Series 2s will be out when they drop all these pre-order packs. I mean, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of packs that were done the pre-order, from what I would guess. Last, I think I have two more things to talk about. Oh, last comment real quickly. Star Stock. I talked about this again a little bit earlier, but I think this is important. Update on terms and condition. Fast pass, submission cost, 25 cents processing, graded cards. This is, interesting. What I like here is they're pretty candid about why they've done it. They're expanding their offices. They're hiring more people. And I will say this too. These guys have always been great about getting back to me when I've had a complaint or a question or a concern. I have to still say that StarStock has the best customer service in the hobby. I know we've all had pains and problems and delays, but these guys, I applaud them. Better than any other company. F. Panini, who can't get me my, glass redemption of Christian McCaffrey from 2017. That's a 4-year-old glass card, guys. Anyway, I want to applaud StarStock and check out the changes. I'll leave the link to their website below. This is the email they sent out the other day. Last thing I'll just mention real quickly. The other day, history was made, man. History was made. Russell Westbrook, 35 points, 14 rebounds, 21 assists. Only 3 times in the history of the NBA has somebody put up 30 points and 20 assists. Only 3 times. I wonder how many rebounds they had. Did they have 10 rebounds too? I mean, this is sick. And I say that because Russell Westbrook, who's not on the camera here, that's Rui Hachimura, no one wants his cards. And I think that's something we need to realize. That's why when you look at how much money, let's say there's $1 billion right now in the sports card world. Is it going to be worth $10 billion 10 years from now? No. No, it's not. It's not, guys, because a lot of it was on speculation that all these guys are going to be the next LeBrons, right? Luka's going to be the next LeBron. Trey could be the next LeBron. They could all be the next Jordan, whatever. But the reality is most of them are going to be most of them won't even be a Russell Westbrook, right? But a lot of them are going to be, Blake Griffin's, DeMarcus Aldridge, right? All-stars once who will chase rings in their history, who no one's going to want their card. And to be honest, they probably won't want their NFT moment either. So closing, hope you guys enjoyed today's Sports Card Daily. Looking forward to watching some breaks today, chasing some Prizm retail this week. I did hear that Target's putting caps, so get ready, guys. Let's see how it goes, man. Stay safe, stay healthy. If you haven't already, please subscribe.